Hey, welcome back. So today, we are taking a deep dive into the mechanics of bottlenecks.
Right, the systemic issues that hold progress up.
Exactly. We are unpacking how geopolitical and political gridlocks threaten progress for you, the listener, and how technology actually creates these virtual workarounds. Let's jump right in.
Well, to really understand the impact of a physical bottleneck, we should look at the recent 21-hour marathon negotiations in Islamabad between U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance and Iran.
Right, those talks broke down over a couple of major issues, didn't they?
Yeah, primarily over Iran abandoning its nuclear program and reopening the Strait of Hormuz.
And President Trump's response to that failure was pretty swift.
It was. He announced an immediate U.S. Navy blockade of all ships in the strait, and he issued a specific warning against paying what he termed illegal tolls.
Okay, so let's unpack this mechanically. If the strait is the main physical artery of global trade, what does this sudden geopolitical closure mean for supply chains?
It means vessels have to navigate thousands of extra miles, which naturally drives up fuel costs and spikes insurance rates.
Which creates compounding delays for international manufacturing, right?
Exactly. And since manufacturers cannot dictate foreign policy, they have to find efficiencies on their own factory floors to offset those delays.
Right. Which brings us to the virtual bypasses. While global shipping routes face physical blockades, Korean manufacturers are bypassing bottlenecks virtually.
You are talking about the data from Hyundai Motor Group?
Yeah, specifically at Kia's Gwangyang EVO plant. They saved 3,750 labor hours annually using digital twin technology to monitor the EV3 line.
Built by Hyundai AutoEver.
Exactly. It's a live virtual simulation that solves real-world mechanical delays.
The efficiency gain there is incredibly specific. Previously, fixing a malfunction took 4 workers about 350 minutes to identify and repair.
Wow, 350 minutes is a significant portion of a shift.
It really is.
That?
But now, because that digital twin isolates the issue instantly, it takes just 100 minutes.
Okay, so that is a saving of 250 minutes per incident.
Right. And when you factor in the plant's 900 annual malfunctions, saving 250 minutes per incident equals that exact 3,750-hour reduction.
That is just a brilliant use of data, but not all Korean tech is scaling quite that smoothly. Some innovations are actually stuck in their own developmental bottlenecks.
Yeah, like the nuclear sector.
Right. There is this paradox with Korea's Smart Small Modular Reactor, or SMR. Back in 2012, it actually received a world-first standard design approval from the Nuclear Safety and Security Commission.
Which is an important regulatory milestone.
It is, but a major export deal to Alberta, Canada just recently halted.
And the Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute explained exactly why that happened.
Oh, what was their reasoning?
They noted that without a domestic proof of concept built first, foreign partners simply will not commit.
So it's like a frustrating chicken and egg scenario. I mean, how can we convince global buyers to adopt technology we haven't even proven on our own soil?
It is difficult. Buyers want operational proof before taking on that kind of risk.
Exactly. And, this inability to execute domestically is currently mirrored in local politics, too.
Especially with the June 3 local elections coming up. We're just 50 days out.
Yeah, and looking at National Election Commission data, the political shortages are really stark. The People Power Party, the PPP, has 0 preliminary candidates in 45 out of 227 basic local districts.
And overall, the PPP has 415 candidates compared to the Democratic Party's 570.
Which is a notable gap. Did any analysts weigh in on why that is happening?
Yes, Cookman University professor Bae Brung-in objectively analyzed the shortfall. He pointed out that internal party conflicts are deterring potential candidates from running under the PPP banner.
So the internal gridlock is directly impacting local execution, which leaves folks with a final provocative thought today.
What should the listeners be considering?
Well, if domestic execution is required to launch global tech exports like SMRs, how might these local political gridlocks and candidate shortages impact Korea's ability to fund and build large-scale innovations at home? That's all for today's deep dive. We'll be back with more insights. You've been listening to the Korea Economy Brief, straight from the front page of Seoul Economic Daily. Thanks for tuning in.